Hi, Gemini. I hope you're all doing well. What's been going on with you? We're going to find out. We're going to pull an oracle card here to see what energies are supporting you at this time, as well as what energies might be presenting a challenge. And then we'll get into the tarot cards. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Andy. I have a Gemini moon, Gemini North Node, Neptune in my third house. Lots of Gemini energy. I usually resonate with Gemini the most. I find that people tend to resonate a lot with their moon sign when they're trying to come to a different understanding of their situation. Okay, that's a message there for someone. Maybe you want to watch your moon sign as well. Or maybe you are a Gemini moon sign. Okay, this is for any placement though, whatever you want to watch for. If this reading resonates, there will be an extended available to go a layer deeper into the story. And you can find a link to that in the description box below. If it doesn't resonate or you just can't stand me, no problems. Thanks for stopping by. It's all good. Let's see here, Gemini. What's supporting Gemini right now, Spirit? What energies are supporting Gemini? The poet. Well, you are good with your words and you can be quite poetic. Let's see what's challenging you first. I also feel like maybe you're saying something in a very, or you're communicating something in a very clever way or beautiful even way. The Corridor and the Alchemist. Can we get one more for the support? Been on a long road here. The journey's been long to create something that you want to happen. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, or it's actually a door at the end of the tunnel, but it's still, you don't really know what's on the other side. Tell me more about the poet energy for what's supporting Gemini here. Mask and the Visionary. I'm hearing I can do it. I feel like for many of you, Gemini, you're having to put on a brave face. Now, you could be wearing a mask in an egoic sense, but because these are the energies that are supporting you, I feel like it's more of, you're putting on a brave face so that you can create the vision of the future that you want, so you can manifest it into reality. Your vision has shifted a little bit here recently. I feel like a lot of you are getting more spiritual or more creative even. You're also not looking at things in a black and white way. You're seeing the complexity of a situation or complexity of life in general. And I feel like, and that's you, Gemini, you do that. You look at things from all sides, right? So rather than being frustrated with that, which can be a frustrating capacity and ability to have because you can't land on one decision, one choice decision, or you can't land on one story. You're embracing that now, though. You're seeing it as a real skill that you have and that you could use to create a new vision for yourself, or maybe for someone else, or maybe for the world. Okay, there's something very, very unique about your style or the way you're doing something. What's this brave face about for Gemini? What's the brave face about? Sweetness. You putting on a mask of being sweet and kind, Gemini? What? Tell me more. Maybe you're trying to take the high road on something. Success and consciousness. Gemini, I do want to say that it's okay to embrace your shadow, anger. It's okay to express your anger. It's better to get it out and to acknowledge it's there and that it exists than to repress it and push it down. It only creates frustration here. I know you want to be happy. I mean, who doesn't? But Spirit's asking you here to appreciate the complexity of yourself. Like, you can see all sides of a situation. You have so many ideas about how things work in the world or what could happen. But what about yourself? You're not so black and white. You're not angry or sad. You're not, happy or mad. Shouldn't have been the other way. Happy and angry, sad, or whatever. Anyways, you're all of it all at once. Okay, you don't have to. Well, I'm hearing please don't participate in toxic positivity. Toxic positivity is not a good thing. It doesn't bring you to a higher state of consciousness. It just creates an ego that is terrified of the shadow. And that spirals way out of control usually when that happens, into some very dark places inevitably, because the shadow just gets more and more intense the more you ignore it, until ultimately, I'm hearing, it engulfs you. Yeah, that's not going to be for all of you, but it is a warning there. So Spirit's saying, we love your sweetness, we love your kindness, we love your love, you are all of that, but you're also frustrated and angry at times. You also hold that within you, and it's okay to express that and let that out. Maybe you want to let it out in poetry here, but I feel like you're really trying to take the high road here with something. Tell me about the alchemist here. This is like, you need to let all those energies out so you can create something with all of it. Anger. Gemini, yeah, anger. There's something that you could create, alchemize, maybe even transmute your anger into something. Into love for yourself. Oh, this is an interesting one. Okay, let's get further into it. Let's use the tarot. So far I'm definitely seeing Spirit saying, it's, those darker aspects of yourself are in hiding, are in the shadow, or not. You're not saying anything about them with the High Priestess. But if you want to step into a new vision here, a new life for yourself, or just new energy in general in a situation, and come to a higher state of consciousness, we must acknowledge what is actually being activated within us and going on here inside. You need to balance love and pain. Okay. Some of you might not even be accepting the pain and the anger you feel. It's like you're convincing yourself you're not hurt, you're not upset, you're not angry. Yeah. Sometimes we're told, like, we get into a situation and somebody could tell us, like, don't let that person upset you. Don't get angry at that, And to a certain extent, there's truth in that. Like, don't get triggered. Don't let your ego be triggered by that, is a good word of advice. And react in ways that are not serving you. But also, when somebody does something and it does upset you, there's something in that emotion that is useful for you. I have it's interesting. Aquarius started in a similar way. Maybe you have Aquarius in your chart, or maybe this is something going on with the air signs. Okay, let's see. What's going on here with Gemini? Some of you don't want to express your anger because you don't want to say something or do something you'll regret. And, when you say something out of anger, oh, Gemini, you're cutting, you know exactly what to say, right? You don't want to get on the bad side of a Gemini, that's for sure. And you have said things in the past that you've been like, oh, damn, I really shouldn't have said it that way, or I shouldn't have said that at all. But maybe there's a different way with Alchemist and anger that you could express your anger. The poet. maybe it's not like being so literal in what you say, but expressing this anger creatively. You have a right to your emotions and to your feelings. You know, sometimes I'll deliver messages here and people will react really out of anger, like in frustration, sometimes directed towards me, which is okay. It's just a projection. It's no big deal for me. But and then sometimes they're really angry at the person that they're dealing with, and they'll just go off in the comments about them. And usually, you know, if I feel like it's not trying to attack me on some weird level, then I'll heart the comment. I'll like the comment, because, you know, everybody deserves to feel validated in what they feel, as long as they're not intentionally hurting someone. You know what I mean? It's okay to feel that way. And if that needs to come out, if that's triggered out of you in a reading, maybe it serves a purpose for you. So yeah, it's like making space here for people's reactions as well. As long as they're not attacking you like in a real personal way, then it's fine. Maybe that somebody needed to hear that there. Wow, Gemini. We're talking today, huh? You got my chit-chatty Gemini moon going. All right. Hangman. This is not good, Gemini. I feel like you're being kind of caught in a situation. I did the same thing with Aquarius. I'm making sure all the cards aren't reversed, because all of them are, except your outcome, and they're not. They're all mixed up. So this is telling me here that you're blocking yourself from some, like, there's energy that's being blocked, which we already talked about, you blocking your emotions, feelings, or the expression of them. The person that you're dealing with, you know, that's affecting you in this situation the most, could be a workplace, could be, you know, whoever you're thinking of. The Magician in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing this, well, aren't they a liar? Ooh, Gemini. Okay, so you're dealing with somebody who maybe is also very clever with their words. The Magician in reverse can be a manipulator, but it could also be someone who can't manifest what they want in their life. Four of Swords in reverse. They're restless in their mind. They're restless in their energy overall. They can't pick a path here for themselves. Yeah, I feel like this person is either spinning stories, weaving a web of some sort. They're not properly expressing their emotions. They're not being truthful about how they feel in a situation. And that's, you know, impacting how you're handling it as well. Why would you come out and be forthright about how you're feeling, even if you are angry, when somebody else can't be honest with themselves? Okay, here we go. Gemini. Energy is kind of intense today, I have to say. Well, I get it. Trust me, I get it. Okay? But it's not really serving you to mirror this other person. And maybe you're not exactly mirroring them, like you're not saying what they're saying, or you're not exactly acting how they're acting, but what I mean by mirroring is however you're expressing yourself is coming as a result of how they're expressing themselves. Like the energy is being mirrored, right? You're reflecting something back to them about themselves. And that's okay. That's good sometimes. But for you, there's something about it that's not serving you. Let's see. Let me get another card here. Trapped. Thank you. We have peace and trapped, because it's trapping you in this situation. And did you ever think, Gemini, that maybe you're acting exactly how this person wants you to act or anticipated you to act? You know, what the best way to deal with any situation, the Defender here, is to speak your truth. First, you have to know what that means to you and yourself. I just did a meditation last night with the throat chakra. It's like you place your hand on the back of your throat and the front of your throat, You talk about speaking your truth. You can, write your own mantra or whatever you want, and kind of like work on your throat chakra, opening your throat chakra so that you can really feel your truth. So maybe this is a message for you as well. It's like work on that throat chakra, know what your truth is. You'll feel it here, and you'll feel it in your stomach as well, also your heart, and less up here, right? Like it feels like you can feel it here when you're speaking your truth. So feel that within yourself, whatever your truth is, and speak that when and if you feel you need to communicate. Anything else I'm hearing is a subconscious pattern, okay? Maybe related to this situation or triggered by this situation. Okay, your overall energy here is the 7 of Wands in reverse. See, this is not you not standing up for yourself. Okay, this is you just like, I'll just put down my sword and I'll just sit back, be sweet, chill out, put on this mask, protect myself and not engage, and that will be the best way to handle the situation. And I feel like I need to reiterate this because in some cases it is the best way to handle the situation. But for whoever I'm talking to, whoever's energy I'm tapped into right now or reading, this is spirit saying, no. Let's be real, Gemini. Be real with this person and be real with yourself. Okay. 5 of Wands, and some of you are, and if you are, I love you and that's awesome. Okay. Let's see. I still love you if you're not being, opening your throat chakra. Okay. 5 of Wands in reverse here for what's going to surprise you. It's going to surprise you that this doesn't, okay, yeah, here. There's no conflict when you're approaching the situation in the way you are. You're avoiding the fight, which is exactly probably what you want here. You don't want to get into this with someone. And I was like, okay, but why does this surprise you? The Star in reverse, because it doesn't heal you. It doesn't actually fix the situation or make you feel better or bring the healing that you desire. We've had readings like this before, Gemini, I think on this channel about like having to say something. And maybe it's not directly to this person, but maybe it's just to yourself or somebody that you trust to really express what it is that you're keeping trapped inside here. And again, with the poet, maybe this is you do need to write a poem, a song, create some artwork that expresses your anger. That's usually how I do it most of the time. Well, I can get pretty angry too. But anyways. Okay, so you're going to be surprised that taking on this sweetness here, this sweet persona, or taking the high road, let's just put it that way, is not going to heal you in the way that you're hoping and anticipating. It's like I'm hearing you don't want to play the devil's game by engaging in the conflict. But don't... It's so complicated. But in some ways you're just... I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Queen of Cups here in reverse for what's ending. So this is feeling emotionally codependent on someone, being down on yourself, feeling low self-worth, low self-esteem, feeling unloved. All of this is ending. That's beautiful. The Tower, but that's how. 9 of Swords, Gemini. I feel like, I'm sorry if this message is so repetitive, but I was asking, how is this going to end? Nobody wants to be the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is a very needy person, or feels needy. Maybe they're not actually, but they feel like they're codependent. They feel like they're not being emotionally validated. They feel like crap about themselves, So I asked how this is ending. 9 of Swords and the Tower. This is acknowledging that there has been a tower situation, and nobody comes out of a tower situation immediately feeling like this, or even having a higher level of consciousness. After a tower situation, this is what happens. 9 of Swords. See all the offshoots from the tower with the swords here. You know, there's thoughts and feelings that need to be processed about what happened. But that's how you heal yourself. That's how you reconnect with your intuition. That's how you regain your self-esteem here. Acknowledging that a tower has happened. And dealing with it. Like, hello, I'm angry as all hell about what happened. Yeah. 6 of Cups in reverse for what's beginning. Okay, so you're letting go of, maybe this is subconscious patterning, something from the past here. Let's see what this is. I mean, look at the 6 of Cups here. This has got to be the saddest 6 of Cups. Look at their faces. They're not even connected. They're both looking out at different things, focused on there's like a coldness here. So this could be a connection with someone in the past that was cold, or maybe it was just you feeling disconnected from something or someone. Let's see. Why is the 6 of Cups in reverse beginning for Geminis? The Sun. Yay! So happy to see this. Because after you express your emotions, let them out, acknowledge them. Some of you just need to acknowledge them. Okay? You're illuminated here. You feel better. You feel the energy coming back to you. Because when we repress an emotion, we expend so much energy trying to run from it or push it down or hide from the pain of something or the anger of something. And when you accept it, release it, express it, all that energy can now be redirected into something better, right? Something new, fresh, something that can grow, something that feels positive. If you're dealing with a situation that's upsetting you and you're acting like it's not the answer. Okay. The Sun. Princess of Wands. You're going to learn something here too, the Hermit, about yourself, about how beautiful you are. Gemini is the child of the zodiac, and I'm seeing that here with the Sun. Very playful energy, a lot of fun, can be super funny. You know, Gemini everybody really wants to be around a Gemini energy, I find, especially Gemini suns. Sun sign Geminis. It's like there's a magnetism because Gemini always has some interesting things to say, or they're playful in their approach to things, and that energy is coming back to you. Okay, that's what's beginning. I love that. But not first without some deep reflection. Okay, 3 of Cups in reverse for your advice. Well, 3 of Cups can be about reconciliation. It could also be about friendships, and in reverse, this is either you're not reconnecting with someone, that's the advice, or it could be gossip. So Spirit could be saying don't gossip. That's another thing that happens when we repress our feelings about someone or something, is we end up gossiping with other people. So it's okay to talk to other people about what you're going through and what you're feeling, but if you talk to other people what you're going through without really being honest with what you're feeling, then what ends up happening is usually you start gossiping about that person. Yeah. Maybe you just need a shoulder to cry on. Or maybe you need to get a punching bag, not a person, a real one. Right? Yeah. You know, it's like you got to let it out. Because it could turn into gossip energy. I'm not saying you're a gossip, but, you know, Spirit's saying careful of how you're working through this. 5 of Cups. Express your feelings. And if you're thinking about reconciliation, the Moon in reverse, I feel like Spirit is saying you've discovered some truths here there was something hidden, and you came to a realization here that this is not really Eight of Cups, what you want to be involved with. You want to walk away from this. So think twice about reconciling. Will it really work out? You know, it's always up to you. You have free will, though. Three of Wands for what's going to manifest in the next 3 months out of this situation. This is beautiful. Look at this. This is you at one with your vision, visionary, with your journey, with where you want to go, with what you're manifesting towards you. I'm seeing these lotus flowers here, and I was just listening to someone talk about how, I think it was Nelson Mandela that they were saying, was talking about how the lotus flower needs the mud and the dirt and the grime to grow. And without it, we wouldn't have that beautiful lotus flower. So remember that too, for your sweetness. Sometimes it needs these kinds of foundational energies to be expressed in order to be cultivated. Okay, let's see. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles. I feel like some of you are going to be dropping some kind of work obligation or something that you've been really trying to cultivate and work on and grow that has been holding you back in some way from growing and achieving in another area of your life. There's going to be more self-realization and actualization, more self-focus in the next 3 months once these emotions really get expressed in the way they should, Gemini. All right, that's what I got for you. I'm going into the extended. We're going to go a little deeper. I am going to get more into this situation of like what is angering you and what do you need to know about that. But if this is where you go, I love you so much, Gemini. Thank you for all your support on the channel, and I'll see you next time.